Hello, my name is Jim. Welcome to day 15 of 20 Days of Fun Man. Now, this glorious collection of strangeness is an NPC, and each one of these is an animation my NPC can do. So today's goal, it's now 10:49 in the morning. Today's goal is to bring this armature with all of the animations inside it into Godot, and then to have the ability to assign a single mesh to the same skeleton. So every NPC can do the same actions, but look different. This is a step I hadn't been able to figure out yet. I could get an NPC with all of the skins to do the same thing and choose the skins at runtime, but I would really like to be able to assign just one particular skin to a skeleton and have it be able to do everything. We shall see if I'm successful in this journey today. Together. Okay, step 1. This is my new armature. It has no skins yet. Let's make sure all of the animations are inside. They are. Okay. Now the next step is to... why not start with the whole body? That'll make things easier. I want export this, but have it keep the weights of the armature. Since this right here, this is parented to this armature, and all of the weights and stuff give the correct instructions. Now I gotta figure that out. Alrighty, here's what I did. Previously I showed you my skeleton, my armature, with all of the animations in it. I exported that on its own. That is an unskinned monstrosity. Now, here I am in Blender. I have my character mesh and the T-pose. I don't need to send it over with all of the animations, so I've gotten rid of all the animations, only kept the T-pose. I've already exported this. Right down here, I have my NPC test. That is my guy I just showed you. Now inside my NPC test, I exported it as a GLB as well. The skeleton's a GLB, this is a GLB. I go into editable children, I click the mesh, and then over in skeleton, I select the skeleton of the armature with all of the animations. Wow, how exciting is that? Now, my new mesh will follow the animations of the armature. If I fix the animations in the armature with all the animations, all the NPCs will do the same thing. This is a step that has taken me months to comprehend. But they were wonderful months. They were enriching months. And if I didn't go through those learning experiences, I wouldn't be where I am today, making the armature work. There's one more issue that I want to tackle, and I got a male body here. I also have a female body that has all of the bone names and all that stuff. But the proportions are different. And I am very curious to see if this these animations in this armature will work and not skew the proportions. So I've done the same thing with the female skeleton, and I tried to apply it to the male skeleton, and there seems to be a parenting issue from the hands with the weights. They're going to the root bone, which is that's like the base where all the magic happens. This one right here, at least in this type of armature, this is the root bone, where every other bone will inherit its position from. So if you want the character to jump, this is This is the bone that controls everything else. Anyway, I thought this was the only issue with that, but it became apparent that it was doing something to the legs, and it's definitely scaling her up. I'm going to try to fix the weights of the hands and take a look at those legs and see if there's anything I can do without having to get another set of instructions, because I'd really love to use the same one. Okay, what I attempted to do was I imported the male skeleton, I scaled it down a little, and then I reparented everything in the female skeleton to the male skeleton with automatic weights, and I don't think this is going to work the way I'd like it to, but we're going to give it a go. I am expecting strange skewing. Well, that's strange. Yeah. It appears that this particular method is not going to work, but I guess the win of the day, getting it to work at all. So this is a fantastic starting point. Previously, my NPC model, I guess I can show you. Here's what it looked like before, and so much of the code had to do with the appearance of the character, and because of this, things started getting very, very muddled and confusing, and I wasn't sure what was going on anymore. It was difficult to follow. So now that I know that this method works, I can start from scratch to get my NPC to do all the stuff I'd like it to do. As one of the perks, I offered become an NPC in the game, and I'm unsure how many people chose that. And it was because of this issue here that I was unable to present a very delightful looking NPC example. I would have loved to have it polished, but wasn't the case at the time. But now that I can do this, the NPCs of you or any unique one that I create, I can just work on one singular file instead of a file that looks like this, which contains everything, and it was a total mess, and every time I wanted to test one little thing I had to export it, and it took another minute or two to get over. Here we are, it's 8:45 p.m. now, so it's been about 10 hours of work off and on, and my new NPC has all of his areas. Run area, walk area, stop area. This collides with the surrounding. If it bumps into a wall, that'll tell it. These are all hitboxes for different animations. I haven't done any work on the fists yet, but see, this was the missing piece to everything. All of these boxes are part of the all-purpose skeleton now. So I can plop any mesh onto this skeleton. All the hitboxes will do the same thing. This was the thing I couldn't figure out for months. But now we're here. And I gave it some actions. There was some previous code chunks that I liked, so I kept them. But I added a new thing. So there you go. Runs, walks, talks. But before, if this guy doesn't have any aggro in him yet, but if you chucked something at their face, they'd run away, and then they'd turn right back around and come talking to you again. And that doesn't make much sense. Now I added an avoid function, so if they see you, if you end up in the detection area, it just walks in the opposite direction, which makes more sense. A lot of them decide to walk into the sea because I haven't told them not to yet. They just naturally find themselves walking into the sea. Say thank you for watching this video about NPCs. Now things with NPCs are... Now I got a better grasp of the code now. Things are going to be nicer with the NPCs, and they're going to be able to move along. I'm going to be able to start designing characters now, as now I have a place to put them and don't have to write code for each one of them and redo hitboxes and hurt boxes for each one of them. You get it. It's a big day for Fun Man. Thank you very much for watching my video about Fun Man. There are a few days left on the Kickstarter if you'd like to be part of Fun Man. And other than that, I hope you have a splendid day, wonderful evening, and terrific dreams. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.